Welcome to Allan Berry Reports TV. I am your host, Allan Berry Labucan from allanberryreports.com. Today we have a new installment of our In the News segment where we talk about resource companies with recent developments. As always, before I get started, I always like to say some thank yous. And first of all, we use youtube.com and ustream.tv. We have channels on both those. You can find the links above me there on our website. These websites are great for producing shows and recording shows and being able to broadcast those shows, and really highly recommend them for anybody who's interested in doing online shows. In addition, we also want to say thank you to our banner sponsors. If you notice to the left and right of me on our website, we have some banner sponsors. These companies make this possible, that we can bring these shows to you. And so we want to thank them as well. If you want to do some homework on those companies, just click on their banner and that'll take you to their websites where you can do your own homework on them. Most importantly, we want to say thank you to our viewers. Without you, we wouldn't have a reason to do the show, so we really appreciate you tuning in to watch the shows. We got three companies to talk about on today's show. Those companies are involved with gold, copper, platinum, and palladium. So we got a lot to talk about, and we'll get right to it. The first company we're going to talk about today is a company called Sandstorm Resources. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. We've never had them in our email newsletter, and this is the first time we've had them on our one of our shows. Their website is www.sandstormresources.com. That's SANDSTORMRESOURCES.com. The press release that we are going to talk about today, they had out on September the 30th, 2010. You can find that on their website. Some of the things that they mentioned in that press release is Sandstorm Resources provided gold production updates on the Santa Elena mine, which is operated by Silvercrest Mines, and the Summit mine operated by Santa Fe Gold Corp. They went on in the press release. Silvercrest recently poured its first gold and silver doré from the Santa Elena mine, and sales are expected to begin imminently. The mine is currently being operated near its capacity, and Silvercrest anticipates that it will be operating at full capacity by the end of the year. Sandstorm is entitled to purchase 20% of the life of mine gold produced at the Santa Elena mine at a per ounce price equal to the lesser of US dollar 350 and the then prevailing market price. So whichever one of those is less, they get to purchase it at those prices. In addition to the success that is being achieved by Silvercrest at its Santa Elena mine, Sandstorm is pleased to announce that Santa Fe has continued to increase production at its Summit mine and has begun shipping its gold silver concentrate to a European smelter. Sandstorm is entitled to purchase 50% of the first 10,000 ounces of gold produced and 22% of the gold produced thereafter from the Summit mine at a per ounce price equal to the lesser of US $400 and then the prevailing market price. There's a quote in the press release from the president and CEO, Nolan Watson of Sandstorm, who commented, and I quote, "With three mines now in production, Sandstorm has officially transformed into a cash-flowing company and will be receiving regular deliveries of gold going forward. It is an exciting time in the development of our company," end quote. So that's the key information from the press release. Started following this company about a year ago, and what stood out at that time was Nolan Watson, the president and CEO of the company, had moved from working with Silver Wheaton into Sandstorm. And it was my understanding at that time that his goal was to create a similar type situation as what Silver Wheaton does with gold. And basically what they do is they invest in late stage development companies that are moving towards production. They put money in that helps the project get into production, and then for that they get certain rights to buy gold at a discounted price. And this is often done because gold can be kind of not the main metal that's being produced in certain cases, and that's why you can gain these offtake agreements. And we're definitely putting the company on our radar screen. We've been watching them for the last year. Now that they seem to have everything starting to flow on the cash side of things, we'll be watching closely the developments of this company. And again, you can find more information on them on their website at sandstormresources.com. So now we're going to move into the second company, and that company is Capstone Mining. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a featured company in our email newsletter. We started coverage of them on March the 31st, 2009. That was our 23rd edition. You can find that in our report section above me. There's a little tab, and just click the reports and look for the 23rd edition. You can either read it online or download it in a Word file and read it at your leisure. We've had them on past shows when we were doing our shows on Ustream. On our Ustream channel, you would look for the August 25th, September 16th, and September the 30th, 2010 editions to get our coverage on the shows. Their website is capstonemining.com. That's CAPSTONEMINING.com. And they had 3 recent news releases, so we really got to run through these quickly. On October the 1st, 2010, the headline was, Capstone reports expanded copper-gold zones at Wildfire Copper Keel Minto Mine. The subheadline was, hole 10SWC 647 intercepts 1.9% copper and 0.9 grams per ton gold over 12.2 meters in Wildfire. Hole 645 intercepts 3.3% copper and 1.2 grams per ton gold over 4.3 meters in Copper Keel. They go on that Capstone announced assay results from 12 new holes from the Wildfire and Copper Keel horizons at the Minto mine. Drilling results appear to be defining a thicker, shallower zone of copper mineralization at Wildfire, while at the same time extending deeper Copper Keel mineralization south and east under the Wildfire zone. While moderate in grade, Capstone believes that Wildfire may be amenable to open pit mining, while the narrower Copper Keel mineralization may have the potential for extraction by underground mining methods given its proximity to the proposed Area 2 underground mining area. Then they had a news release out on October the 5th, 2010, that you can also find on their website. The headline is, Capstone reports production results for the first 9 months of 2010. The subheadline from that press release is, year-to-date production of 58 million pounds of copper in concentrates. The news release has plenty of details for their production numbers from the latest quarter and the first 3 quarters of their reporting year from their mining operations at both their Minto and Cozamin mines. So again, you can find all those details in the press release from October the 5th. Then on October the 30th, 2010, just earlier today, I marked that wrong. Yeah, it is October. Sorry, got it all wrong. The news release was from, October 30th. And I just better make sure of my dates there. And anyways, just look on their website. The headline is, Capstone reports significant results in 200-meter step-out drilling on the Mala Noche footwall zone, Cozamin mine. The subheadline was, Capstone reports significant results in 200-meter step-out drilling on the Mala Noche footwall zone at the Cozamin mine. They go on that Capstone announced assay results from 3 new drill holes representing a major step out of the newly discovered high-grade gold, copper-silver Malanoche footwall zone at its Cozamin mine in Zacatecas State, Mexico. Exploration drilling along the Malanoche system is outlining a significant new mineralized system on a structure that is adjacent to the one that hosts the current mineral reserves at Cozamin. And sorry, that was from earlier today, October the 20th. 2010, jumping ahead there if it was October 30th. So you can find that on their website. Some of the reasons that we follow Capstone is they're a copper-focused company. We're very bullish on copper. They're a mining company. They have projects in mining-friendly jurisdictions. Those are all the key things we look for in a company. And and a great place to do your homework on them is on their website. The third company that we're going to talk about today is Colossus Minerals. On the disclosure, we're not shareholders of the company. They are a featured company in the Allan Berry Reports email newsletter. We started coverage on them on February the 2nd, 2009, which was our 22nd edition. Again, you can find that in the reports section above me on our website. We also talked about them on our YouTube channel on the June 10th show of 2010. Their website is colossusminerals.com. They had the press release out on October the 6th, 2010. The headline from that was Colossus Minerals discovers new mineralized zone, extends other zones, and drills 52.43 meters at 18.57 grams per ton gold, 8.34 grams per ton platinum, and 11.33 grams per ton palladium. They also mentioned that Colossus Minerals announced the results of further diamond drilling on the Sierra Pelada gold, platinum, palladium project. The Colossus COOMIGASP joint venture located in Paris State, Brazil. Then they had highlights from the drilling with plenty of high-grade intersections of platinum, palladium, and gold. There's a good quote in there from their president, the VP of Exploration, who commented, exploration Vic Wall, who exploration drilling in the Sierra Pelada joint venture new ground is already meeting with success with the discovery of a relatively shallow mineralized zone. We will be following this up with further drilling, which may also extend the GT zone onto the new ground and hopefully demonstrate the continuity of high-grade gold, platinum, palladium mineralization, and we look forward to receiving the assay results from the recently completed 3 step-out holes, end quote. Some of the reasons that we follow Colossus is that they have a platinum, palladium, gold project. It's a high-grade project, very promising. They've hit a lot of high-grade on a lot of holes. They're moving it towards a production situation. They're doing some of the late-stage work, and so they're really heading in a good direction. And those are some of the reasons that we follow the company. And again, a good place for you to do your own homework is on the company's website that we mentioned earlier. And so that's a wrap on our chat regarding Colossus and the 3 companies we're going to talk about. But before closing, we'd like to stress the show reports are for information purposes only. We aren't making buying or selling recommendations. It's important for you to do your own research and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. We're always trying to grow our audience, and if you wanted to send out an email to your friends that follow the market, we'd really appreciate that. We also really appreciate you taking the time to watch our shows. And our next show will be our market commentary. We'll be doing that on Friday of this week. So we hope you can join us for that show. You can find all of our work on our website at allanberryreports.com. And again, we hope you can join us for future shows and check out our website. Have a great day.